But the kind of love we're talking about today is metaphysical love, divine love. And there's a quote here by Eric Butterworth that I love to share. It's a little bit of a longer quote, so stay with me. He says, this is from Discover the Power Within book, which we studied in this past year. Jesus challenges us to get a good understanding of this thing called love. He says, you do not really love simply because you love those who love you. What does that prove? It's easy to be nice and friendly to those who are nice to you. It's no problem to love thy neighbor as long as we have something to say about who that neighbor might be. So let's think about, I can find this in my own experience in life. We tend to choose groups that are aligned with our thinking and perhaps the way we look and our past history and experience. And that becomes easy, right? Because we connect at those levels. But how about those that are outside of that circle, that are different, that have had different histories, that look different, that think different, that believe different? We don't get to choose our neighbors really because we are all connected. And that's the idea of love that we really want to look more deeply into. It goes on to say, love is not an emotion that begins in us and ends in the positive response of another. That's a beautiful love when we have that. Nothing wrong with that. That's a part of our human expression. It's beautiful, but that's not the love we're talking about. Eric Butterworth saying, love is a divine energy that begins in God and has no end. Love begins in God, in creative mind and spirit, and it extends out with no end. That means there isn't anything that is excluded from this. And not only that, but it is what deeply connects us as one. Eric Butterworth, by the way, was a very well-known and foundational unity teacher who fully supported Reverend Ruth Mosley in getting this urban school started with time and with providing service and money to support that movement.